back about 2,750 years ago, maybe. There's a fellow named Isaiah. He had such an impact on his culture that there developed a school around him. And if you read the book of Isaiah in the Bible, you'll notice sometimes it seems to change tone or context, and that's because the book was written by several people who followed after Isaiah's lineage and were committed to his philosophy and his spiritual practices. Isaiah could make some hard noise. The prophets often did. As a matter of fact, the prophets were viewed as people who were forth-telling, who were speaking God's own word into their time. They could be passionate. In Isaiah's calling story, which I'm going to talk about with you a couple times this year, at one point he's called, this is Isaiah 6, and this figure says to him, take and eat this. And he eats this kind of a scroll, and it's bitter. But this is a part of him taking in what he needs to then give out. Because it was hard. It was political by all means, as the gospel almost always is. And in that moment of receiving, Isaiah found himself. It's not unlike the story of Elijah that winds up having some big confrontation in 1 Kings 19 and winds up from there having panicked and he has to be recovered from his panic. And some angel or raven, however you interpret the passage, comes and feeds him and lets him sleep. How you doing? Do you need some extra sleep? Or do you need to eat the thing that you need to give out? Receive with intention the kindness or the grace or the strength or even the message that you need to then become. Well, take it in. It's hard to give what you don't have. And yeah, our calling is a strong calling. So we need to feed and breathe and receive well. Stay at it. Your love first.